Red Dead Redemption 2 has been out on PC for 3 months now, and as you can imagine, one of the many perks of playing on PC is the possibility of ruining a game with mods. With some games, like Skyrim for example, I see modding as a sacred thing. I would never install a mod for Skyrim that would ruin the immersion. Put it this way, I'll hold no such restraint for Red Dead Redemption 2. People have been asking me to mod this game for a while, so I thought I'd do it in a stylish way and start a little series where we mod the game to death, in a showcase-like format if you will. So now you know what this fresh series is about. Enjoy! We're going to start this series slow with 3 simple mods in today's episode. I haven't entirely decided when episode 2 will be, so bear with me. And of course, there's only really one mod that we can start off with, Lenny's Simple Trainer. This mod essentially allows you to mess around with the game's assets, as well as mess around with the game's physics and toggle god modes and things like that. I've been having a killer time with this mod, quite literally. The best way to describe this mod, to be fair, would be like a simplified console command interface, if that makes any sense. You press F5 on your keyboard and you get menus to navigate through, to spawn items such as vehicles or horses, change your character model, even allowing you to become an eagle if you want to, toggle god mode, infinite stamina, maximize your horse bonding, increase or decrease honor, artificially add money, change Arthur's size to make him a raging giant, or virtually invisible with only his guns running around on the floor, change the weather and the time of day, choose to lock in your presets or not, make it so no matter what you don't get bounty, and even turn off the invisible sniper so that you can travel New Austin as Arthur Morgan. And if you get bored of that, you can always spawn a random Gatling gun in the middle of a town and kill whatever you can find. Another cool thing is a super jump feature which allows you to jump ridiculously high, and something that's useful especially for someone who makes content like mine, you can immediately teleport to any location that you mark on your map by pressing F11. There's also an option to reveal the entire map, and I'm sure I'm only scratching the surface with the things that this mod allows you to do. So whether you're using the super jump feature to jump around the rooftops of Saint Denis, or using the teleport menu to transport yourself back to Guarma to explore it more, this mod is sure to have many features that you will find useful. This mod seems to have its technical uses as well, so even if you don't use it, it might be worth having it installed. I've always wanted to smite the mad preacher with a Gatling gun. Now I can. Yeah, I think that was worth it. Right, let's move on, shall we? In vanilla Red Dead Redemption 2, it's slightly disappointing and underwhelming that you can't actually rob banks outside of scripted events. Introducing bank robberies, a mod that allows you to walk into any bank at any time and rob the place. It's rather simple really, you rob the place, you get a decent little take, and then you escape the law. Though I will say the bounty you get for doing it is rather harsh. However, now you have the option to rob any bank that you visit, and as you can imagine, by robbing a bank you would amass quite the bounty. Honestly, it is a rather simple mod and one that you can definitely live without, but I suppose it's incredibly useful for that immersion element if you so wish to rob any bank that you come across. Though I would argue that it pretty much ends in a bloodbath every single time. So if you're doing a dishonourable playthrough, then this mod might in fact be for you. However, if your playthrough is more honourable, then I can only recommend that you don't get carried away. But we all know you will. This video's final mod will be useful for all those people who enjoy relishing in Red Dead Redemption 2's photo mode, as well as content creators who just want to get that awesome shot. Red Dead Freecam essentially allows you to toggle a free camera by pressing a couple of buttons either on a controller or a keyboard, which essentially allows for those jaw-dropping shots that you never thought you'd be able to get. It's very simple, and it doesn't matter how far away you go from where you toggle it, it will always load in the area. So if you want to get an aerial shot in the photo mode, then this is definitely a mod you should check out. You can adjust the speed of your movement as well as the angle, apply widescreen barriers if you so wish, zoom in, zoom out, and it essentially utilises a lot of similar features to the photo mode, as it would appear as if some mechanics there are in use here. When you exit Freecam mode, you will wind up being in the spot where you exited, not where you left your player character. However, you will always be on the ground, so if you exit in the sky, you don't necessarily have to worry about falling to your death. But this mod also doesn't seem to care about barriers, you can use it to go under the ground. And if you exit there, well... You fall through the world, but thankfully you can just reactivate Freecam mode and go back above the ground. You could also get pretty far up, at least well above the clouds. So if for some wacky reason you want to use this mod to recreate the introduction to EastEnders, then I suppose you could. But if there's one massive selling point for this mod, it's definitely the gorgeous shots that you would be able to get with this that naturally you wouldn't be able to without it. So photo mode enthusiasts, content creators, definitely check it out. I have no doubts that it is incredibly useful. So of course I think that concludes our first episode of adventuring into Red Dead Redemption 2 modding. I do not know when episode 2 will be, however, if you want to go ahead and recommend mods for the next episode down in the comments section, that would make my life a lot easier. I know, I'm lazy. I mean, I just got a new chair, I don't plan on standing up anytime soon. Of course, I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what I can find, but if you want anything specifically covered, then don't feel afraid to let me know down in the comments section. God knows I could do with some useful comments. As for the mods showcased in this video, if you're interested, of course the links will be down in the description. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff, that would be massively appreciated. Or don't, I mean it's completely up to you. If you want to support the channel further with Patreon, then there's a link down in the description, please don't feel forced to use it though. With of course a massive thanks to my current patrons who really do help make this content sustainable so I can deliver more of it. And of course, with any luck, I will see you all very soon with another video at some point, and with episode 2, hopefully, before long.
Let me ride on the ring-dang-doo, the ring-dang-doo. Now what is that? It's soft and round like a pussy cat. Got a hole in the middle and it's split in two. That's what you call a ring-dang-doo.
Took me down into her cellar, said that I was a mighty fine fellow. Let me wine,
Whiskey too. Let me ride on the ring-dang-doo, the ring-dang-doo. Now what is that? It's soft and round like a pussy cat. Got a hole in the middle and it's split in two. That's what you call a ring-dang-doo.